Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Tanae and this is Uyan Beauty. Today we're going to be doing another full face of makeup from Shop Miss A. I have some new products and some of my old favorites I'm going to be using in this video. I have primer and setting spray. I have concealer, foundation, powder. I have blush, highlighter, lip products, eye products. I have a whole lot of things that we're going to be digging into. So let's go ahead and get started. We have some nice natural light coming in from the window, so I decided to turn the bedroom light off and I think it looks pretty decent. First thing we're going to do is prime. We're going to be using this mattifying, super smooth, no pore face primer. This is one of the products that I have been waiting to come back in stock, so I was very, very excited when I finally saw that it was there. This one is $1.88. This is from the PawPaw line. If you get anything from the PawPaw line on Shop Miss A, part of the proceeds from those purchases goes to anti-animal cruelty and fighting animal abuse. So this one feels definitely very silicone-y. It's clear. It's a smooth texture. Has a light, slight scent to it. Nothing major. I'm not sure how I feel about the texture. I mean, it feels good. Seems to be blurring a little bit. So I'm looking at the back of the box and it says it's a silicone-based primer that suits all skin types. The no pore primer minimizes the appearance of pores, mattifies the skin, and creates a smooth canvas. Helps your makeup stay in place all day. Okay, it has been sitting down for a minute, and yes, it has definitely set in place, and I definitely do see and feel some mattifying going on, and I definitely do see a little bit blurring, so I'm happy about that. Let's move on to foundation. This is the AOA Studio ProWear foundation. This is also part of the AOA line, so part of the proceeds from this purchase will go to fighting animal cruelty. This foundation was $1.88. I'm going to be applying it with this microfiber sponge. This is also from AOA. This is such a nice fluffy sponge. My foundation shade is in soft tan, just in case you're curious. The only thing about this sponge that I do not like is that it's so hard to clean. It's so soft, so bouncy, and it blends foundation like a dream, but like I said, when the time comes to wash it, I have to put so much cleanser on it and I have to wash it at least 2, 3, sometimes 4 times to get all of the makeup out. That is the only downside. But this sponge, I think it was $1.88 as well. This is also part of the PawPaw line. This foundation blends really, really well. I prefer the foundation drops to this one. This is a heavier, not so much heavier, but a fuller coverage. These are the foundation drops. These look a lot like the NYX Total Foundation drops. Those are also from are these from the PawPaw line? Yes, these are from the PawPaw line as well. These drops, oh my God, they are so skin-like. Like it literally looks like you have put nothing on your face. Your skin just looks smooth and even, and it just does not look like you have foundation on at all. It just looks like your skin. I'm going to put a little bit of this Believe Beauty color corrector underneath my eyes. This is the medium deep. I think there are like 2 or 3 different shades. This is a Dollar Tree exclusive. I think I paid $5 for these. This is a pretty decent dupe for that Becca under eye concealer, and like I said, this is only $5. I'm going to conceal using this AOA Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. This shade is in Buff, so it's a little bit lighter, but I find that it's pretty brightening underneath the eyes. This is also from the PawPaw line. I find this one blends very well and gives me a really good amount of coverage. Brightens as well too. As you can see, the shade is just a little bit light, but that's okay. Everything blends all out in the end. I'm going to blend a little bit on my chin and a little bit on my forehead just to kind of brighten things up, and then around the nose, kind of spread some of it out since I think I put just a little bit too much underneath my eyes. I'm going to set my face using the AO Studio Perfect Setting Powder. This is a very, very nice powder. This shade is in Banana. It is so silky smooth. It blends so well into the skin. It blurs the pores. It is very long wearing. This one is not part of the PawPaw line, but this powder was only $1, and it works like better than some of the more expensive powders that I have used. But you see how it's just melting like right into the skin? It's like wherever you apply it, it just melts right into everything else. I love it. All right, let's move on to brows. This is actually going to be pretty interesting. I have two different pencils here. This is my Slim Brow Pencil. This one is one of my absolute favorites. As you can see, it just has a very small tip on the end of it, and on this end you have a spoolie. I love this pencil. This is one of my favorites. This is one that I picked up. I did not realize when I ordered it how big this is. Now, mind you, this is an eyebrow pencil. This sucker is huge. There's a pencil sharpener in the inside of the cap, and that's what it looks like. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try this one. This one's from She Cosmetics. One thing you find when you go on to Shop Miss A, there's She, Santee, Zuri, Amuse, as well as AOA. To me, AOA is the best one, but there are other products, other companies that have good products too. But we're going to try this pencil. If it doesn't work, then we'll move on to the AOA. Wish me luck, guys. I mean, this is a big pencil. I usually prefer pencils, you know, the ones that you sharpen over the slim ones. Like I said, when I ordered this, I did not realize how big it was. Okay, it's filling in pretty well. I mean, I'm not having any major issues yet. It's going on kind of heavy. Try to be a little more light-handed with this. I think it's actually looking pretty good. What do you guys think? Finished filling my brows in. I think they look pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and take this spoolie end from the slim brow just to kind of soften and blend everything out. I don't know what it is, but the left brow here is like a little thicker and a little darker than the right brow. But considering how thick the tip was on that brow pencil, I'm actually impressed. It looks pretty good. I don't have an eyeshadow primer, so I'm going to be using this one from Milani. This has become one of my favorite primers. I usually prime my eyelids using my Juvia's Base Concealer, but I'm wanting to get more into actual eyeshadow primers, and this one was recommended by Emily Noel. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. Since I have to let this primer kind of sit down and dry down for about 30 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and throw on my blush and my highlighter first in the meantime, just to save time. The blush I'm using is from Malibu Glitz. This is another brand on Shop Miss A. The reason why I got this one is called Blusher, is because of the little rose in the inside of it. That is just so pretty. And I think this was only $1. It had like 4 or 5 different shades, but there were only a couple of shades available. This was the one that I really gravitated to the most. But oh my god, that little rose is just so beautiful. This is my first time using something from Malibu Glitz. I've used products from Santee, Amuse, and Shop Miss A. Got my dough color blush brush here. I don't even know what, I think this is the 11th. The numbers are starting to fade off since I've been washing them. Ooh, a lot of pigment. Let's try to go in here very light-handed. Oh yes, that's definitely some pigment. But the blush shade itself, my word, that is beautiful. This is a matte blush, and oh my god. Oh, that's a pretty shade. Okay, I have got to film in like with sunlight like this more often, because this lighting, at least on the monitor, looks really, really good. Like, I feel like everything looks very, very soft. And that could just be me. Sometimes when I go back and start editing, it just looks like crap, but hopefully that's not the case. I thought looking at this in the compact that it was a matte blush, but it looks like there's just a tiny hint of shimmer. Not much, but just a little bit. And I actually kind of like it. It's a very, very healthy glow. Let's go ahead and throw on some highlighter real quick. This is from AOA Studios. This is the Dewy Cream Highlighter. This shade is in Silk. This is, as the description says, it's a cream highlighter. I have one other cream highlighter from AOA Studios. It's called the Velour Highlighter. That one is really, really nice. This is my first time using this exact formula. I'll go ahead and swatch it. You see that? That's pretty. It looks like it's kind of a rose, I can't talk, rose gold shade. I'm just going to tap that on the high points of my cheekbones here. Blend it out. Okay, that's a very pretty highlighter. That is pretty. You guys know I've been trying to get more into kind of liquid creams, liquid and cream blushes and highlighters. And this is working very well over a powder. There's one thing about me, as I've mentioned before, is that a cream or liquid formula has to work over powder. If it doesn't, then it's just not going to work for me because I have greasy, oily skin. I have to set with powder. The eyeshadow palette we're going to be using today is from Amuse Cosmetics. This is the Love X4 eyeshadow palette. This is another product I have been waiting to get back in stock. Every time I would go and check, it would be sold out. And this is only $1. Oh my God, guys, look at that. It's funny though, because I didn't realize when I bought this or when I first saw it that it was all metallics and shimmers. They're absolutely beautiful though, just silky smooth. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them real quick for you guys, but that's what they look like. What I'm gonna do is use a matte palette, which is from a different brand completely, to lay down some mattes first, and then we'll lay down some of these on top. But look at that. My God, these are so beautiful. But let's go ahead and throw together a quick eye look. The mattes we're going to be using are going to be coming out of this palette. This is the Gay Bestie palette from Camarillo Beauty. He is a smaller beauty vlogger. This was his very first baby. This was in my top 10 eyeshadow palettes. It was either number 3 or 4. That video should already be uploaded. I'll drop a card up here if you guys want to check that out. But when you open this one, there's like a little bit of, there's a little message in here. I'm going to go ahead and play that real quick, and then we will do our eyeshadow look.
Hey Brad, you're gonna slay this look. Today's your day, so everything and anything you do is gonna be amazing.
I'm gonna lay down this Get It shade, which is this beautiful cafe kind of a matte. The mattes in this palette, they are so beautiful, silky, buttery. They blend with absolute ease. It's one of my favorite kind of a neutral, natural, everyday type palette. I'm going to take Hot Tea right here and just put that into the outer corner real quick, and then we'll throw on some of these shimmers from this Amuse palette. The shades in this palette don't have shade names, so I'm just going to kind of point to the ones I'm going to use. I'm going to take this purple one and put that on the eyelid, and then I'm going to take this little champagne-y one, and that's going to go in the inner corner. Hopefully I don't have to wet the brush or anything to get payoff on my eyelid. Oh, that's pretty. Can you see that? That is pretty. Now remember guys, this palette only cost $1. $1. That was it. $1. We're gonna lay that there. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. Ooh, I am loving that. And I love the fact that this is so compact. So like this little palette right here would be easy to something that, you know, once we're able to start traveling again, something you can just kind of throw into your travel makeup bag. It won't take up much space. And you have a pretty decent amount of shimmer. So like you have your gold shimmer and you have your champagne shimmer for the inner corner. Take a little bit of that champagne-y gold and lay that in the inner corner. Oh my God, that is beautiful. And that took like no effort. I just lay it down and boom, shine and shimmer. I'm going to line my eyes using the AOA Studios Artista eyeliner. This is $1. I love that tip right there. This has become one of my favorite eyeliner pens. I pull this one out more than I do most of my other ones. The only other one that I use, you know, a lot is that Urban Decay one, but that's just because it's almost empty and I'm trying to finish it up so I can throw it into my empties bin. I've had that one for a while. That was one of the first eyeliner pens that I bought. But this is just, you see that? No effort whatsoever. Just goes right on, so smooth. Doesn't pull, doesn't tug. I have one backup. When I bought this one, I liked it so much that I bought 2 of them. I did the same thing with the Slim Brow. I bought 1 and then 1 backup. Ooh, I don't know about you guys, but I am really liking how my look is coming out. My skin has a slight glow to it. It's not like super heavy or anything or like super bright, but it looks very glowy and healthy. It's nice and blurred. I am really liking how it's looking so far. I'm going to go off camera and throw in some lashes. The lashes that I'm going to be using are the Carolina ones. These are from AOA. They're 100% natural hair, but these are not like from animals. They're animal cruelty safe. I think these are human hair, not animal hair. So yes, these are cruelty free. Just want to make sure you guys wear that. But these are the lashes that go on the outside. They're just kind of those accent lashes. And I'm going to apply them using this Super Strip Lash adhesive glue. This is from AOA. This will be my first time using this. I have been using, if you've watched my last couple of videos, the eyeliner pen glue from Kiss, which I'm absolutely in love with. But since this is a Shop Miss A video, I thought I would give this one a try. I think it's a brush. Yes, it's a brush. This one is also clear. Hopefully it will go well. Probably should have did this before I did my eyes, but I'm going to go ahead and set everything down with the AOA setting spray. It says it locks in makeup. It's lightweight, and this one has a matte finish. It says to hold the spray about 12 inches from the face, spray evenly, and allow to dry. So let's see what the sprayer is like. Ooh. I think it's like leaking a little bit. That's my fault. It's been sitting in the bin like laying sideways instead of being up, so it makes sense that it was a little leaky, but let's see. Okay, I like that. It's kind of a nice fine mist. It says to hold 12 inches from the face. I guess about right here. And let's go ahead and spritz. Has kind of a floral perfume kind of scent. I don't mind it, but if you're somebody that may be sensitive to fragrances that might bother you, it doesn't bother me. The spray was $1.88 along with the primer. You could get them together in a bundle, but the actual bundle was sold out, so I kind of got them separate. But let's let this dry, and then we'll come back and we'll throw on our lips. The setting spray has dried down, and it feels really nice. I definitely do feel like my skin is mattified, but there's still a little bit of glow as well. I really like the way it feels. We'll see if it helps my makeup stay or wear longer. If I can remember, I will drop a comment down in the comment section, an updating on the setting spray and the primer to see if it gave my makeup more, long wearing or anything. But so far, I'm liking the way that it feels and the way that it looks. I don't have a lip pencil from Shop Miss A, so I'm going to be using this one from Ruby Kisses. This is called Flamingo. This is actually the first time that I'm using this one. It's just a nice pinky lip pencil. Then the lip product I'm using is from Santee. This is a matte liquid lipstick. All right, that pencil is going on. Very creamy. This is, I think I have 3 or 4 lip pencils from Ruby Kisses, and they go on very smooth and creamy. All right, let's test out this lip product. Sometimes the lip products are really good and sometimes they're not. Does it smell like anything? There's a slight scent to it. It smells like lipstick. Let's go ahead and apply this. Like I said, it's a matte liquid lipstick cream. Is there a name? Nope, it just says number 3. There's not an actual shade name for this one. It's going on creamy. Feels nice on the lips. Slightly opaque, but still a little sheer. It's going on kind of patchy though. I don't know if you can see that. It's not going on as even and as smooth as I would like. I'll give it about a minute to see if it dries down or anything. And if it does, that will be good. If not, but we'll be back in a minute and I'll give you an update. It's been a little more than a minute. Let's go ahead and do the kiss test. Okay, so it dried down. I don't really see much transfer. My only complaint is that it's patchy. I don't know if you can tell. That I'm not really liking. I do like the fact that it dried down. It actually dried down pretty quickly, but I just wish it was more smooth and a little more even. And then it's my full face of products from Shop Miss A. This would be, I think, my 3rd video that I've done using products from Shop Miss A. As you can see, I absolutely love that website. So let's talk about what I loved and what was kind of, okay. The primer and the setting spray, I really liked both of these. Now, as I said, I'll have to have my makeup on throughout the day to see if it extended the wear time of my makeup or not. And I'll drop that down in the comments below. But just on application and the way that everything looks, I'm really, really liking these. The concealer and the foundation, definite hits there too. Powder, as always, I use this powder quite often. I really, really love this one. Face products, blush, highlighter. This blush was so soft and pretty on the skin. I thought it was matte, but as you can see, there's like slight luminescence, but it's absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love the finish. And this cream highlighter, oh my God, did it blend so nicely onto the skin. And the Artista eyeliner, as I mentioned, is one of my absolute favorite eyeliner pens. And let's talk about the maybe not so great products. This eyeliner pencil from She, I do like how it went on. It actually went on pretty well. I didn't have too much trouble there, but I just wish that it was smaller. My only complaint is how big it is. It's like, as far as storing is concerned, this is going to take up a little bit more space. But I didn't hate the product. I didn't love it, but I do like the result that I got from it. The only product that I used today that I'm just like, on is this matte liquid lipstick from Santee. I did not like this formula. It dried down pretty well, but as you can see, it's patchy. It's kind of cakey. It's not opaque and smooth. It's definitely not my favorite formula, but I think next time what I'm going to do is exfoliate my lips, put on a lip balm first and kind of let that sink into my lips, and then try this, and maybe it will look a little bit smoother because my lips were not as smooth today as I would like, so that may have affected it. But I will give this a try again in the future, and I will let you guys know if I liked it better. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you hit subscribe and join my little family, and if you would like to be notified of any videos that may be coming up in the future, just be sure to tap the notification bell. You'll be notified each and every time. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.